it going, guys? It is AJ here and welcome to another episode of the Marquee matchups. Not really an episode, I keep saying that, but it's not. So we're just going to be going through the 4 teams I think will be in there. Now, in my last video I did say something that is actually a good point, that it could happen, and that is the fact that you could include 4 games from the Irish League, so the Electricity League and the Marquee matchups this weekend, as not many people have actually done Marquee matchups compared to the other weekends, so that could be a possibility, but I'm just going through some other ones, some other investments that you can make for the Marquee matchup, just in case it doesn't happen. It probably won't, but you never know, it is a possibility, and obviously they could. What could happen is EA puts, I don't know, 4 Irish teams in there, or 8 Irish teams, 4 Irish games, and if you complete them all, you get the green Shane Long or green Robbie Keane or something like that. Go and check out my other video, I'll put the link in the description to that. But we're going to get straight into the Marquee matchups for this weekend. So what you want to do is go onto the transfer market, of course, and literally just skip all the way along to the Hellas Liga. So the first game is between Olympiacos and Panathinaikos. So not many of these have got goal players. I think Panathinaikos haven't, not as much as the other one. And as you can see, look, if I go to defender, goal defender, you can see they only have 1 defender, literally 1, and that is this Meledo guy, So let's see if we can pick him up really cheap. I'm not going to obviously pick him up, of course, but I'm just seeing how much his price is. I believe he's about 900 coins to 1,000 coins, so he's a bit more than that actually. He's 1.3k, but that's obviously because he is the only gold centre back, or the only gold defender that they have. And obviously, if you go on to Olympiacos, they actually don't have a gold centre back. Actually, I think they have 1 gold centre back, and that's all. So these 2 could be some good investments, if I'm honest. Like, you could go pick up this guy and the person I just showed you. This person right here is about 500, so he's a lot cheaper than the other person. 500-600 coins, I believe. There he is, 600 coins for him, so that is worth picking him up. These 2 here, gold defenders, go pick them up in this league. It is a huge game in the Hellas Liga, so it'll probably be included in my opinion. And also, if we just go check out their gold players, look, Olympiacos gold, they literally go for around 450 coins to 500 coins. You can go pick them up, go do some sniping. They're going to get listed quite often, so it's worth doing that because Olympiacos do have a lot of gold players. If we check them out, look, go on gold, they've literally got quite a few here, and a few of them, they've actually got quite a few different nations. I remember doing this a few weeks back. I personally get some Greek players because that's the country they're from or where they're playing. Just go get some players from different nations. You've got Spanish, you've got Paraguay, Argentina, Portugal's there, obviously Greek, you've got Norway as well, Germany. There's quite a few different nations. Definitely worth going to get some of those because they're all going to rise eventually. They'll go up as the week goes on, and it is the same for the other team. I would personally go get some of those players as well. You can see they have a few, not as much, but they have got a few. They've got a Brazilian here, they've got an Italian, Portuguese, Sweden, sorry. You've got this one here, Congo, and DR Congo as well. They've literally got loads, and I don't actually think they've got many Greek players. I don't think they've got any Greek gold players, so definitely worth picking up some different nations because I personally think if this game is included, that's what will be needed, so definitely worth getting those. And as you can see, look, there is no Greek gold players from this team, so definitely worth picking up those. And we're going to move on to the next game, which is in the French League 2. So reason why I think this might happen is literally just because they haven't done an SBC or a Marquee matchup with French League 2 team in it yet. So it is literally between RC Lens and Reims, I believe it's called. Yeah, Reims, I don't know, Stade the Reims, I don't know. But it's them anyway, so what you want to do, go to one of these teams and just check them out. You can see, I think these have got like 2 gold players, 1 or 2. They've got Traore and Kincava, I don't know. But they've got these 2, and that is literally it for gold players. And they're quite cheap, considering they're the only gold players in. Look, they're literally going for like 500 coins, so min price pretty much. You might as well just go pick these up. Look, 450 coins, you can go and get them for. You can even bid. If you don't want to, you can go bid them, I don't know, 300 coins, I believe you can. I'm just going to double check, because I might actually make a few bids myself. 300 coins, yeah, you can actually bid, and I think a lot of people are doing that, so you might struggle with that just because unless you go to like the last minute or something like that, or where it's just loaded in, you might be able to get one. Probably not, but it is worth doing that anyway. Go get them for 300 coins, maybe a bit more, and it's definitely worth it because they're the only gold players. And if we check out their silvers, you can see they're literally 200 coins, guys. So if you can't afford the gold or whatever, I'm sure you can afford it, but like if you don't fancy it, don't think they'll rise, go buy some silvers, go buy some French silver players because they've got a lot of players here for 200 coins, got nearly 2 pages. So worth going and doing that because they'll pop up quite often as well. It's not like they're not going to pop up. If you go 200 coins, you can even get them for 150, I believe. So look, 40 seconds left on that, 150, and it doesn't look great. I wouldn't pick up the right and left mids. I always advise this, do not really, unless you really want to, unless it's min pricing, go do it. But I don't really like getting those, like the right and left mids, because you don't know if they're going to be included in the formation, where if you get goalkeepers, centre-backs, centre-mids, strikers, you know they're going to be in there. So I'd go pick up some of these players at 150 coins to 200 coins. It is pretty much the same for the other team. So if we go on to RC Lens, you can also see they only have like 1 or 2 gold players. They got one actually, that's this goalkeeper here, and I believe he's like 500 coins anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Look, 500 coins for him, you can go pick him up if you really want to, but it is probably worth an investment. It's up to you guys, because they might include something like you need 1 gold player from each team and then the rest from this league or something like that. That's what they could do, so it is worth getting them. And if it is pretty much the same for silver, these two are literally the same, to be honest with you. But 200 coins, look, they aren't there. But yeah, with this team, instead of them being 200 coins, look, 300, they're still not there, and 350, they finally pop up. They're a bit more expensive, but it is fine, to be honest. You can still win them for like 200 coins on bid. What country is this? Oh my god, never seen that in my entire life on here. That is a very odd flag. So is that Benin. Right, anyway, they're literally going for 300 coins. You can pick them up a lot cheaper than that, but it's entirely up to you. I'm not telling you to invest in these. You can snipe them if you really, really want to, but probably not worth it, if I'm honest. You can sit here for ages just searching, and they might not pop up. I'd definitely go and bid. Look, 250 coins. Look, 5 minutes left on that. I could probably go bid on most of these and win like 7 out of 10 or something like that. I'll probably go win most of them, but I'm not going to do that right yet. I'm showing you guys some investments you can make. So we're going to move on to the third game, which is in the Swiss League. I need to find that first. That'll be useful. There we go. There's the Swiss League, and it is between Basel and Grasshopper. So at the end, Grasshopper Club. So Basel, they actually have a few goal players, obviously, as they are quite a big team. You got like Dumbia, Sushi, or whatever his name is, Janko, Dai there as well. They got a few gold players, so you can go pick these up. Look, 600 coins, obviously a few pop up. You got a load of non-rares to pick up if you want them. I wouldn't go invest in silvers with this team because they're literally such, like, quite a big team in this league anyway, probably the biggest team. So definitely worth getting some of these. They're all different nations as well. Obviously they're in the Swiss League, and I've just seen one player that's from Switzerland. That's that centre mid here. So probably worth going to get some different nations, like I said for the other game as well. It is worth doing that. It's entirely up to you guys. Once again, I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just advising you what to do, like some investments that you can make. So you can go get these. It's probably worth it because they're going to go up, to be honest. And if you're getting them for 400 coins, you could probably bid for 350 on most of these. If I put that to 350, once again, I'm just showing you guys that you can bid. Look, 1 minute left, 350. You can go win all of these. None of them have been bidding on, apart from that one there. But you go bid on all of these. It is entirely up to you guys. So we're going to move on to the next team. And like I said, don't get silvers because they've got a lot of golds, so they're not going to rise at all. And if we check them out, look, they've got quite a few golds as well. I believe they've got 3 actually. Striker, left mid, and a CDM. I did look earlier, and that is all they've got. So it might be worth picking these up. I think they're a bit more expensive, to be fair, some of them. It is only the striker that's quite cheap, I believe, the left mid and the CDM. Yeah, the other two are quite expensive, so you could snipe them if you really want. You go pick these up. I personally would. I'll be doing this after, obviously I don't want to sit here and bore you with my investments making them, although I might do a video like in the next few days saying that what investments I've actually made, so you guys can copy them or whatever, as I think that is quite a good video to make because I'd like to see a lot of YouTubers' investments so I could go and make them. But anyway, you don't really want to see that, but we're going to look at the silvers because I've only got 3 golds, so the silvers are going for literally 200 coins once again. There's one there for 200, but I've searched 250 as well, so that's not great. 350. They don't actually have many players popping up, to be honest, but I'm sure if you take that down and put that to 250, a lot pop up. There we go, look. You can go bid 200 to 250 coins on all of these. You'll probably win most of them. You can invest in these, you really can, because they're min by now, most of the players that I'm showing you today, so you can go do that. You're not going to lose any money, and they're going to rise naturally, like I always say, so it's definitely worth picking these up. And we're going to move on to the 4th and final game right now. So the 4th and final game is in the Scottish Premier League. It is between Hearts and Aberdeen. So if we check their gold players out, they don't have any, and it is the same for Hearts. Look, they don't have any either. So if we go to silver, you can see that they're going for quite a bit. Some of these players, look, 300 coins there, but I've put in 600 and only 2 popped up, so it shows that a lot of them, that it's literally just one player, and that's a left mid. No idea why these are going for so much. The other team are going for a lot more, I believe. Why is there only one? I'm just going to take that away, see what happens. Okay, so there might be an SBC out at the minute because they all seem to be going for quite a bit, so don't really know what to say about that. You can go pick these up, it's a bit of a sniping filter, I guess. You can go snipe some of these players as they're going for quite a lot of coins. If you manage to get yourself, I'm going to check to see how much like defenders are or something like that, just to see if they're quite a lot. See, defenders, they are literally 1.5k, that surely can't be their only defender. They've got a load of defenders, it's just he was the only one popping up. They're really expensive for some reason. So if I go put forward in, because obviously if I put midfield, that left wing will come up or whatever. So 1.5, no. 2k, why are they going for so much? 3k for a forward. How many forwards do they actually have? Because this could be a really good sniping filter. 1, 2, they got like, 2, is that it, surely? Okay, they got 2 pages of forwards, silver forwards. What about their bronzes? They might just have a load of bronzes, to be honest. They don't. They literally have hardly any forwards. So if you guys just put in forward and then just check some of their players out, look, they've literally got 3 pages of forwards. That's really odd. So I'm going to check their price. Okay, so he's going for, I don't know, it's really weird. Go check this out if you want. This is on PS4, of course, but you can go snipe these players anyway if you want. Just literally put in hearts, and I'm sure their bronze players are probably going for quite a bit as well. No, 200 coins for the bronze, but if you go on silver, literally just search this and put it to, I don't know, 700 coins and go for like forward or defender. You can get a lot popping up. You can do some sniping with this, and if you want, keep them in case they're in your marquee matchups. If not, sell them on straight away for some instant profit. And we're going to go on to Aberdeen. So of course they haven't got any gold players, and as you can see, they're going for an absolute bomb at the moment. Look, 900 coins on that, and they finally pop up. We've got one guy here called Logan, and that is it. So they're going for quite a lot of coins at the minute, and obviously if we take away that, you can see they have a load of silvers anyway. So if you put in, once again, like midfielder or forward, I'm sure you guys can actually snipe these. Look, so if I go, actually not defender, if I go midfielder, 1.2k, look, some pop up there, but that is pretty much it. And then if we move that to forward, look, they don't actually have any just yet. 1.5k, so that's for Rooney. But anyway, you can go snipe these, they're going for about 1,000 coins. So if you put it down to about 600 coins, start sniping, because you've got a whole team here. Like they're literally selling for like 900 coins, you could go sell them for, maybe even more. Check the prices before you sell them, or if you want to keep them. But they're going for an absolute bomb at the minute, so maybe worth doing this as a sniping filter. We'll put it to like 500-600 coins, go do some sniping, sell them on if you want, and make yourself some instant profit. So they're the 4 games I think will be in the marquee matchups this weekend. Obviously if you haven't seen my video, once again I'll put it in the description below, so you can go watch that for the Irish players of St Patrick's Day. Make sure you get those investments in, because they're going to go up, obviously, if they are required over the next few days. Definitely go check that out, guys. And that is all for this video whilst I'm at it. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like and be sure to subscribe.